I am within is our main topic today. And I'm breaking this up into a few sections of learning to acknowledge, realize, sense the I am within. And then we're actually going to do an exercise together to do this. And I'm also going to have a space for Q&A because I'd like to be able to address any questions that anyone is having in this space. This is a really big space, and it needs to be, in my humble opinion, it needs to be acknowledged and looked at because we have gone through so many spaces of different understandings and teachings on who is God, who is the creator, is there a creator? We have science giving us many understandings. We have religions and cultures and traditions giving us many understandings. And of course, depending upon where you're born on the planet and what ethnic background you have, these all play a role in what you're raised to believe are the answers to these questions, right? I was raised in this lifeline. I'd love to add that because we're always remembering that we're more than just this now, right? But I was raised in a fundamental Christian home. And I know with everything in me, and this is just my view, again, everything I teach is my view. It does not have to be anybody else's. But I know with everything in me that if I was born in another country to a different family, I very well, most likely would have been raised possibly with different understandings of God, of religion, of science, of all of this. And so I have always had that inside of my knowing. Personally, I have always had an understanding that for me, I can't put God in a box. So I can't say God is only here for those who believe A, B, C, or God is only here for those who call God this name, right? Or believe this teaching. I just was never able to do that. I don't say that it's wrong if someone else is in a space where they feel that it's a single truth and that you have to have that single truth in order to align. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying I'm not in that space myself. And I find that the more that I navigate my consciousness expanding and I begin to understand more of my own being, the more I feel I can't put God in a box. And when I say put God in a box, I say limit God, say that God is only for certain people and or belief structures, and that God is a certain thing. I don't do that either. And I have family members who they don't agree, and that's okay. I really just want everybody to be themselves, be who you are, believe because in essence, believe me, everything is energy. Right? That's what I teach. That's what I stand for, to help others understand. Everything is energy. And so you're creating and I'm creating every moment of our lives, our realities. And we're creating the realities that are in quantum for ourselves as well. That's my perception. I don't think you can only create in the reality you see with your physical eyes. I think your whole being is creating your whole being, right? All your spaces, all the spaces. So when I go into meditation, when you go into meditation, an energy session, dream space, that's your space. Your beliefs, your understandings, your perceptions create that. That's why yours is different than mine. They may have similarities, but did you ever notice how unique everyone's dreams or experiences with energy healing are? They can have commonalities that blow our minds and let us know there's more going on here, but there's always still the uniqueness involved as well. So that comes from, in my humble opinion, the I am within. The I am within me, the peace of God that I am in this now, and the peace of God that you are in this now. Make those unique, sacred spaces of you and of me. So for me, in my understanding and what I'm teaching today, if it resonates for you, is for us to take a moment to contemplate who we really are beyond this now and this now. Like allow ourselves to think about you in this moment, in this lifeline, whatever your job title is, whatever you are in your family, whether you're a father, a brother, a sister, a mother, whatever your, all these roles that these life experiences hold. Allow yourself to acknowledge that, because it's part of who you are. It's part of who I am. We're human in this now line. We live on Earth. We talk a lot in my classes about the connectiveness of our energy body and the energy of the planet. So all of this matters, and it needs our attention, our love, our acknowledgement. But at the same time, we can allow ourselves a space where we begin to imagine, contemplate, who am I beyond this space? Who am I beyond this space? We talk about multidimensional senses. Yes, we talk about those coming online, our clairvoyance, our telepathic abilities, your intuition, your inner sight, inner knowing, all these different terms we use for these spaces. Energy healing. A lot of people who I work with happen to also be in the field of doing energy work or energy healers, and they're noticing that even these senses are expanding as well. Their abilities are expanding as well, because their light is expanding, their consciousness is expanding. That part of themselves that they're pulling in, integrating into the human part of this now, that is the expansion. When your consciousness expands, you expand in this now. Where the consciousness part is the part I'm saying that we could start imagining and connecting with more. So the you beyond this now, what is that for you? Have you thought about it? Have you imagined the you beyond this now? Have you, and many of you may have, what lives have I had before this? If you are one who either entertains or believes in that space of understanding that there were lives you may have experienced prior to this, and there are lives you may experience after this. I believe that because for me, everything is energy, including me, and energy only transitions. It doesn't die. It's eternal. God is eternal. We're a piece of God in this experience. So I transitioned from a space prior to this line. And then I will transition when this physical shell is not doing this space anymore. My inner being will transition to another space of me, continuing to be my eternal being and existing in a new now. So just contemplating that concept itself of where you've been, where you may go, and where you are allows you a space to just kind of expand that breath, right? The breath of the inner knowing into more of who you are. And many like to know specifics, and they get excited about, diving into trying to get more information on exactly who they've been and where they've been and who they've been with. And then they say, who's in my now that I may have been with before? Oh, I've always had this kind of feeling about this certain individual that I know them. You meet somebody and you're like, I know them. I mean, I know them. I've had this happen. I'm sure you have as well. And just something within you tells you, you know this person on a deep level. And I think that's a sign that you very well may have been together prior in another experience. And it makes sense that you found your way back to one another again in this experience. And in many ways, it edifies the expansion of the consciousness of both beings, or all those who are finding themselves in these connective relationships, soul relationships. And there's a lot of terms that can be placed upon it, many different vantage points, viewpoints, perceptions. But I believe, in essence, they're always for the highest good. They're always offering the being the ability to expand because you're eternal. You're eternal. That means you're forever. You have no end. So it's okay. Like that thought in itself, for me, is really, really helpful in my now moments. That if ever a now moment gets a little bit big or a lot big, I remember I'm eternal. And by reminding myself of that, contemplating that, keying into that, the now moment that seemed big all of a sudden seems like I can do it. Because I got all the time in the world. I got all the time there is. So I could do it. I could do it. So that's another gift or blessing within this knowing, within this understanding, right? Of the I am within. That you are that eternal being, that you have had spaces prior, and that you will have spaces after. And that in every one of these, you are a creator of your experience through the wisdom that you're gaining of learning to utilize the system that is you, that the creator put in play, that energy aligns, and learning to acknowledge energy, read energy, sense energy, and then be able to clear and love and transmute and navigate with your sovereignty. That's what it's all about. Every one of the experiences. Oh, that's beautiful. Did you guys see that? Oh, that was so beautiful. Thank you. Like a feather falling by me or something. Okay. Um, Sorry, that one got me. I usually can really just stay in my focus, but that was so different. Okay. So we are owning this space of sovereignty. And I hope and pray and intend to lead from a space of grace. I never want to lead or teach from a space of fear. We've had enough of those on our planet. We've had enough of religions or traditions or teachings that come from fear and that seek to divide. They seek to say, if you don't do what I do, then you're wrong because I'm right and I'm the only way there is. That's not how I teach. I teach that you are a piece of God. I teach that you are never separate from God. I teach that you create your own now. And I teach that I am here and I love you every step of the way. I don't judge how you do what you do. And I ask that you don't judge how I do what I do. And that we all allow one another to expand and navigate and to grow into more and more of our wholeness every step of the way. So the I am within, that's the peace of God that is within you. That is the connectiveness to the knowing that you are sovereign. You are sovereign. You are a sovereign, eternal light who is ever expanding. Let's try this exercise briefly. And all you need to do is sit where you are sitting, or if you're laying down, that's fine, whatever your position is comfortable. It's only going to take us about 5 minutes. I'm going to ask you to close your physical eyes, and we're just going to allow ourselves to have a moment of intended connection to experience and envision and imagine who you are, your whole being. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to come back with knowing every single space you've ever been and who you were and what you did. I'm just saying the concept itself, just allowing this, and I'm going to guide you, okay? So just breathe into your heart center nice and slow and let the body relax. Beautiful, beautiful. And just allow yourself to begin to contemplate and imagine your now life, just this now life, okay? So you know you're human, you know you live on Earth, you can imagine Earth in the solar system, see your planet as a planet. There's other planets, they may have other beings, we don't know. There's so much out there we don't know. But you know you're on Earth, you know you're a human, you know what country you live in, you know what family you were raised with, you know what teachings and understandings you've been given, and those that you sought for yourself. Just allow yourself to see all of these spaces of you in this now. And allow yourself to imagine your light being in your physical body. Just allow yourself to kind of see it as this beautiful white and golden light. You might see it as shaped like your body, but just inside of the physical shell. Just allow yourself to kind of admire your light, contemplate the light that you are, and in your heart center, in your heart, allow yourself to see and feel a connective door to God, to the source of all creation. That door is always there. Your heart is the door. No one can take that door away from you. No one. Not nothing, no one. Allow yourself to bless that door. Acknowledge with your inner knowing the sacredness of that door. This is your connection to the I am within, and to God, to your eternal being. And as you bless that space with your love and with your gratitude, and you acknowledge it, and allow yourself to see your light body in a sense above your physical body. So allowing yourself to know that the physical body is the now version and the light body is your eternal version. It's traveled many places. It's seen many things. And it will go more places. And it will see more things. Just allow yourself in that light version, the light part of your being, to look at your physical body. See yourself sitting there or laying there. Allow yourself to send your physical body gratitude and love for all that it does to navigate this now line for you. That is the temple of your light. Allow yourself to bless the temple, bless the body, bless this version of you. You might even say your name. You might say, I see you, Andrea, and I bless you. Put your name in there. So that's a version of you. That's a version of your eternal being. And And from your light, your sovereignty, you can bless your being. Thank your body. You can imagine your light back in the temple. You can see it fitting right back in so divinely. Just breathe nice and slow into the heart. Feeling the connection of your light and your temple, your body, your now version. And you know, even when, if you do ever go out of body literally and you astral travel or have those experiences, you are always tethered to this temple by your light line, so that this never leaves into to this extent of going to another space of you permanently. That does not happen until the temple is no longer facilitating the light and the transition occurs. What we call death, but it is more so of a transition of light. Just allow yourself to feel your body, sense your energy, sense your being, sense your connection, sense the I am within. You are always, you cannot ever be disconnected from God, because you are a piece of God. Just allow. Breathing into the heart nice and slow. And on the exhale, you're anchoring in more of you. Beautiful, beautiful. And just allow yourself to slowly wiggle the toes or the fingers. Take your time with opening your physical eyes. Don't rush it. Hold an awareness in your consciousness, in your mind, that when you open the physical eyes, you take in your surroundings with the understanding of a vibrational change, a vibrational shift. You will see it a bit differently because you are a bit different energetically than when you closed your physical eyes. Just allow a moment for yourself to kind of look around your room. Just kind of take it in. See what you see and feel. And allow that awareness to anchor the reality of the shift. There's some people clearing some from their hearts. Just allow. And we have some clearing from the stomach area as well. Many of you may even be clearing for family lines. I talk about that a lot, but it's how we're shifting our planet. Beautiful beings like you are coming forward and clearing not only for yourselves, but for your family lines. And I can feel some of you are doing this. So just allow. We are so connected continually to God, and we are surrounded by holy light. Just, I cannot explain to you enough how powerful you are, and at the same time, how sacred you are. Just allow. Breathe into the heart nice and slow. And exhale, anchoring in more of you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And whenever you're ready, just if you haven't already, you can slowly open the eyes and just take in your space and allow yourself to sense and feel that connectiveness. Is it different? Have you felt that even the last 25 minutes or so? Your understanding of who you are, your connectiveness to who you are on the level of your wholeness, is it a bit expanded? Is it a bit different than it was 25 minutes ago? Just allow yourself to kind of sense that and feel with your being and with your mind. This is how we create reality, how we think and feel. So allow yourself a moment with that. And before I go to Q&A, I just wanted to add in that in the spaces of this work, where you allow yourself space to contemplate you, your whole being, all the spaces of you. When you do that, we expand who is present in this now, navigating this particular line. As in, I talk about this in other classes, not putting this whole thing on this one version of you, but by knowing who you are in all of your glory, you can allow that connectiveness of that knowing and that understanding of that knowing to be with the now version of you navigating. That's your power. That's you owning your now from your sovereignty. You see things differently in experiences. You hear things differently in experiences when you're coming from your wholeness and you're allowing all of you to be present in navigating. The more you allow yourself, your now line, your now being, to contemplate your whole being, and it's not to get away from your now being, that's important. We're not doing this because we are done with Earth and we're done with 3D and we're done with this and that. That's not the heart we want to come from. It's okay if you're tired. It's okay to be tired. There's lots of people have spaces they get tired in. That's okay. It's a space of expansion. That's what's happening. If you're tired, you're expanding, and you're going to come to the other side of the experience and you're going to be expanded. You're going to have wisdom, you're going to have knowing and strength that you didn't have before, and you're going to navigate the next space different than you did before, and you're going to own your power more. But keep in mind that exercise, because it even just contemplating it, and not, you don't have to take 5 to 10 minutes to sit there and like go within and breathe into your heart. And, you don't have to do all that. You can just start thinking from that space of that's who you are. You are this being. That will help you align that reality, because you're leaving the space that you've been fed for so long that says you're separate, you're not good enough, you got to have a priest, a pastor, or somebody else to connect you because you can't. So keep in mind this new mindset. That alone will also strengthen and help a lot on your way through this all experiences. Well, we have about 5 minutes left, and I would like to end with a blessing over you, over me, over all of us, over our now, and over our planet, over humanity. So if you would join me with that, you don't have to close your eyes if you don't want to. You just can intend with me, though, that we see our planet. I want you to picture our beautiful planet, her trees, her sky, her waters, her sands, her mountains, all of the animals and the inhabitants. See all of the people and the children, men and women. Allow yourself a moment to even imagine all of those who once walked the planet, your ancestors, your family, your loved ones. They're all involved in this. They're all rooting for you, for me, for the planet. Just allow ourselves to see a beautiful blessing of the pure light of God, the peace. We are the pieces of God, right? Let us each bring forth the light of God in this moment. Be the hands of God right now, and allow yourself to bless your home, your planet, your humanity, your species, your people. Just allow yourself to hold that space of intention. Be the divine creator of the now. Allow that love, that pure love of God, to go to all of your family members and all lives they've ever had, all of your spaces. Just allow. I see teams of beautiful beings of light, hundreds and hundreds. They're innumerable. They're just all coming in. They're all surrounding us and the planet and this now line, and all offering their love and this light of God with us. I'm blessing your root center, blessing your root lines, blessing the soles of your feet, allowing that anchor to be blessed and expanded. You hold more of you right now than you have ever held in this now line before. Just allow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You may want to put your hands in prayer position in front of your heart and just simply slowly bow, acknowledging your divinity and the divinity of all we are connected with. Thank you so much. There are no words adequate to thank you for what you just did, but I attempt. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. And I'm honored to walk with each and every one of you. Absolutely honored. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.